Everyone wants to know how to bring blood sugar levels down. We know that diabetics, unfortunately, often experience something called hyperglycemia, known as high blood sugar levels. On today's video, we are going to talk about how to bring your high blood sugar levels down naturally without any use of medications and things that can really help control your diabetes. Before we get started, this is your host, Bytyqi. I'm an APRN here in the United States, and I manage and treat diabetes every single day. I want to teach all of you worldwide so we can beat diabetes together. Please consider subscribing if you are new and share this video with others that you think can benefit. According to the American Diabetes Association, if we are healthy adults and we have type 1 or type 2 diabetes, our blood sugar levels for fasting should be anywhere from 80 to 130 milligrams per deciliter, and it should be somewhere below 180 1 to 2 hours after a meal. Unfortunately, diabetics don't always see this, and a lot of times you will see blood sugar levels spike, which can really frustrate them. If we continuously keep our blood sugar levels high, we can cause things like heart attacks, stroke, heart failure, blindness, amputations, kidney disease, and so much more. A high blood sugar occurs when our body either does not produce enough insulin, also known as type 1 diabetes, or when our body cannot use insulin well enough. This can often happen to people with type 2 diabetes who have insulin resistance. We know insulin resistance is bad. We want to have more insulin sensitivity, which means we use our insulin better and we use it wisely and more efficiently. We don't want to have insulin resistance, which means we are producing insulin, but unfortunately our bodies cannot use it effectively. Here are some ways that you can actually lower blood sugar levels and improve insulin sensitivity and reduce insulin resistance. Number one is exercising regularly. This is my favorite one. We know that regular exercise can help improve your insulin resistance, which means the cells in the body actually utilize the insulin better. Therefore, whatever insulin your body is making, we're going to be more efficient with it, and that in turn is going to help lower our glucose levels. Whenever we exercise, what happens is the sugar goes inside the muscle and we use it for energy. I tell my patients it's kind of like driving your car. When you're driving your car, you're burning fuel as you're driving. You are doing the same thing when you have diabetes and your blood sugar levels are high. When you are exercising, you're taking that glucose that's in the bloodstream, you're using it in your muscle for energy, and therefore it lowers your blood glucose level. Of course, if you are on medications, you want to talk to your doctor because they may need to adjust your medications accordingly during an activity phase. Sometimes I will have my patients lower their insulin or maybe discontinue a medication that may be causing them low blood sugar levels because they went from being inactive to active. Number two, manage your carb intake. We know that carbohydrates often turn into sugar and therefore they can cause a rise in our blood sugar levels. Therefore, we want to make sure that we are keeping and limiting our carb intake. You can still eat carbs, but you want to stick to more complex carbohydrates, things like quinoa, whole grains, that are actually more nutritious for us. And we want to eliminate refined sugars like white bread, white pastas, chocolates, candies, all the finer things in life. Number three, you want to eat more fiber. Eating fiber is very important for keeping better glucose levels and for preventing glucose spikes. Fiber slows your body's digestion of carbohydrate and sugar absorption, which means it promotes more gradual increase in blood sugar levels. All fiber is essentially very good for us, but soluble fiber is the best for blood sugar levels and for diabetics all around. This will include things like vegetables, fruits, beans, and whole grains as well. Number four is drinking more water. We know that staying hydrated is so important, but it's especially important with people who have diabetes. It helps your kidneys eliminate the extra sugar through your urine. That's right, we actually pee it out. A lot of studies show that people who drink more water and are regular water drinkers actually have a lower blood sugar levels than people who do not tend to drink water on a regular basis. We know that water is the best choice and the number one choice for all of us around. Please be mindful that sugary drinks like sodas and juices contain a lot of sugar and are often linked to poor diabetes control. So you want to eliminate those as much as you can. Number five is portion control. I always tell my patients, just because you're diabetic doesn't mean you can't eat what you want, but you want to be very mindful of what you're eating. Now, I'm not saying go grab a bowl of ice cream, but what I'm trying to say is, of course, you can eat anything that you want to eat. If you see, a piece of cake on your birthday, that's okay. But if we're keeping our portions under control, that is going to be the key element. We know that the less we eat, the less calories we're putting in our body, we tend to maintain better weight. And of course, the more in target our weight is, the more likely our blood sugar levels will be in line, and the less likely that we're going to have high blood sugar levels. Therefore, if you want to eat, but please be mindful of your portion control, and moderation is the key. Number 6, manage your stress. I know this is easier said than done, but stress has been linked to very poor diabetes outcomes all around. Stress can increase cortisol levels and can actually spike blood sugar levels. So patients will notice that in a stressful day, their blood sugar levels will be higher, even though maybe they didn't even eat anything. That's very normal, and that is why you want to make sure you're controlling your stress levels. I find relaxation techniques, meditation, exercise, and walking tend to be very helpful for reducing your stress. So try to just block everything away that's negative. Try to be more positive whenever you can, because positivity always brings a positive energy, and that actually does have an effect on our blood sugar levels. So avoid stress whenever you can. Number 7, get enough sleep. Poor sleeping habits can increase appetite and promote weight gain, which can affect our blood sugar levels. Sleep deprivation increases cortisol, which is, again, very important and can actually spike blood sugar levels. We want to keep our cortisol levels well under control so that our blood sugar levels don't spike up too significantly. Number 8 is not known to a lot of people. You want to eat food that is rich in chromium and magnesium. High blood sugars are linked to deficiencies in minerals like chromium and magnesium, which help regulate blood sugar levels. Chromium-rich foods will include things like meats, fruits, veggies, and nuts, whereas magnesium-rich foods will include things like dark leafy vegetables, squash, pumpkin seeds, tuna, whole grains, dark chocolate, and beans. Number 9 is cinnamon. There are many studies to suggest that cinnamon may have beneficial impact of blood sugar levels. So adding a sprinkle of cinnamon to your beverage or to your food can actually help regulate blood sugar levels. Number 10, the last but not least, is going to be apple cider. Many studies show that consuming a small amount of apple cider before meals may actually have a modest effect in lowering your blood sugar levels postprandially, which means after your meal. So if you have a salad and you throw in some apple cider vinegar, that is actually shown to be beneficial. So of course you can have apple cider vinegar in moderation. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please comment below and let me know other ways that you think are beneficial for lowering blood sugar levels. I will see you all on the next video.